We've qualified for the World Cup. Go and compete.
Get every last bit of gold.
That's it. All the juices.
Also, I'm recording in a different room, so if I cut out, it's just internet. But maybe let me know.
No worries.
Why are you in a different room?
Because we've been painting, so...
Oh, yes.
So we're painting, like, the cupboard doors, so you have to take them off. But, like, our place is pretty small, and we have a lot of stuff, so not a lot of places to put the painted doors while they're drying. So we have a spare room / office, so that's now also the paint drying room, which is where I'd usually record. So I'm in a different room.
You can tell. I can tell anyway. There's just something different about you.
It might be the drinks I've had too. That might
Drinking paint, is it?
Well, it's the Christmas episode, so I thought I'd get in the spirit. You know, I thought I'd have
Absolutely.
have a few bevies. Hopefully, I'm just talking shit in an hour's time.
Yeah. Well, look, that generally happens to us anyway, regardless. But yeah, the Put 'em Under Pressure podcast Christmas special. It feels like this is what you'd kind of sit down to on Stephen's Day evening after a second helping of food, and it'd be like a rerun of Only Fools and Horses or something. So yeah, we're here to disappoint.
The family all gathers around the fucking laptop to listen to
this. Yeah, this is what you leave out for Santa and his reindeer. You'll fucking love it.
That's it. Keep him warm on his cold night.
This is what Santa listens to in the sleigh. This is his podcast.
Well, he's got an awful long backlog from us to listen to, which should do him the 24 hours now at this point. So,
I wonder who he'd support. Red and white Arsenal, actually.
Yeah,
Southampton.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, I'm trying to think of like someone who just shows up once a year. You know, like a fan base that just pipe up once a year. I don't know.
I could see him being like a Hammers fan or something random like that. Like
all the celebrities support West Ham, like Santa.
Yeah,
it's true.
We have Bin Laden.
Yeah.
He
doesn't really top that.
I reckon Bin Laden would knock this shit into Santa Claus.
Well, not now. Maybe a few years ago.
When he was in his prime.
That's it. It was at his peak.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just supports lower league teams, though. You know, maybe he's like a Shrewsbury fan or something. I don't know.
He's all about giving it back to the working classes. Like Santa's a mad fucking red, actually, isn't he? Fucking distributing toys to everybody.
Yeah, but questionable labor, right?
Oh yeah, sure. That's part of it. He's got a gulag. All the undesirables making the toys for him.
Does anyone know where the idea of Santa came from? Like the fucking elves and everything. Like,
it does seem so fucking bizarre.
Like, was it just this little white lie that just went really, really wrong for like hundreds of years, or did someone just invent it, or was there a Saint Nicholas? I don't know any of this.
It must be some mishmash of all different kinds of things, because fucking Saint Nicholas, I'd say, has nothing to do with Christmas or giving presents anyway. It was just his feast day or some shit. And I don't think he looked anything like Santa Claus. And he definitely didn't live in fucking Lapland. Or where the fuck is even Lapland? Is it Norway?
I think it's somewhere
Finland,
like that.
no?
Oh,
Finland. Jesus,
again.
They weren't in fucking Finland anyway. I don't know how these people from Lapland have cornered the market here and said, this is where Santa's from. It's like, huh? What?
It's just
why would it be from there?
It's just the complexity of it too, you know.
Yeah.
If it is just white lay, why not just start with a case of like, you know, it's just a magic thing that clicks its fingers, and that's how you get your presents. All this shit about making it,
And elves.
sleeping most of the year, elves, flying around the world at lightning speeds. Like, because now you can be like, oh, maybe it's really fast sleigh. Sure, 200 years ago, just fucking, did they even have wheels? I don't know. It's so like, it just feels like they got themselves right into a corner and had to like keep one up in themselves very, very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, because even like you're saying, the sleigh. Okay, well, how does a sleigh get around? Like look out the window, see some reindeer. Well, 8 reindeer tag it, and then, but how does it fly? Well, reindeer don't fly, but they've got a special reindeer who has a light at the end of his head. And like, what the fuck? Even things like, I was only thinking the other day, we were told in school Santa Claus comes at Christmas, but then you're taught in school how Christmas is all about Jesus Christ and Jesus. And we must have asked, like, but what does Santa have to do with Jesus? And they must have just been like, shut up, don't ask that question.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
And there's so many loopholes that we just accepted.
yeah. But that's a lot of history in general, though, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's just like, but how about all of these things? Stop
Yeah.
stop thinking and talking, and it will make sense. And you're like, yeah, you're right.
It's like you
All
said,
I needed to do.
Ollie is at that like why stage. So is he not asking like, why is it that Santa can get in when we don't have a chimney? You know, these things.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man. Like, and you're just like, I'm gonna lie to you. Like, do you feel bad? Do you feel like, oh my god, I'm actually just, in 10 years you're gonna not trust a word I say because of these lies I'm telling you?
That's good. I was trying to think. I was like, my immediate response when you said that was just like, no, I don't feel bad. I feel like really tired having to keep answering the fucking questions. But yeah, it's true. It's like, how come in so and so's house he comes down the chimney? Where's he going to do that for us? It's like, come through the keyhole. Why? Why the keyhole? It's like, I don't know, because my parents lied to me. All right, that's why. And I'm doing it to you. I don't know where's the keyhole come from? That was like my instinct. That was my instinct answer. I was like, oh, he comes through the keyhole. Like, where the fuck's that come from? A window. Because he comes through the door.
He comes through Windows. The fucking Windows 95 boot up sound.
As he smashes in. Glass. The presents in the morning are like shards of glass in your feet.
Oh, like if I was a kid now, my parents would be like, Santa doesn't even make the toys anymore. He doesn't even deliver the toys anymore. He just gets DPD to deliver them. And I'd be like, wow, that's so smart. Santa's so brilliant. Yeah, why would he bother traveling all around the world? And then I could believe in Santa until I was like 17, if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, still do, yeah.
Be a lot easier. Yeah, I mean, sure, some people actually dress up as Santa, so they put the presents under the tree or whatever, just in case the kids come around, or like they wake up and they're like, oh, Santa. But I'm like, what happens? What happens if the kid doesn't just go, Santa, and then go back to bed? Because like, if the kid tries talking to you, you've got to do something. You've got to be like, go to bed, little child, and they just be like, that's my dad's voice. It's like, Dad, what are you doing?
You just gotta choke the kid out. It's like, is this all a dream?
Imagine, like, yeah, if the kid wasn't, oh, it's nice, I just saw Santa, now I'm gonna run back to bed and go to sleep. If this kid fucking went for Santa, like, if like he winked at him.
Yeah, I know, because even things like just you're saying about parents dressing up as Santa. I remember I used to have friends who would get like a card from Santa or a letter from Santa, and they'd have it up on the mantelpiece. And I remember saying to my parents, like, why didn't I get one from Santa? And they were just like, oh, I don't even know what they said. I think they were just like, oh, you have to pay Santa for that, and we don't have the money for it. Like that.
Santa's trying to make a few bob there, like,
It's like
Santa Plus.
Yeah, that's like the first little question mark about Santa. Is like, he's a bit of a dick, is he?
Subscribe to him on Patreon. You get the letters.
That's it, yeah. You have to sign up to the 3-month subscription to get the letters. The 1 month is just the gifts.
Like, Santa I don't know what to say. Look, Santa, the whole thing is just fucking. I find it very funny the way. Also, if people dress up for being Santa, pretending to be Santa, they have to keep a Santa outfit in the house probably. But I'd say most people, they just put a Santa hat on and maybe a beard or something, which means a kid could walk down the stairs and see if their dad with a Santa hat on and the beard, and he's just wearing like a North Face yellow jacket or something. It's like,
or the other way around, like if the kid finds the outfit, the full outfit before Christmas,
exactly.
they must think Santa's being kept hostage in the attic or something.
Exactly. My parents caught Santa and fucking skinned them alive.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because that's Santa's skin, right? He's not a human, obviously. He can't be. So maybe the red and white suit and the hat and stuff is just, his fur and tail. Yeah.
It's you just believe it so much. Like, even, did you hear like Jingle Bells Christmas night or hear banging on the roof and be like,
oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck were we hearing? What were we thinking? Like, how, like, coming down to my parents and being like, I heard Santa last night. I actually heard him. And they're like, you're a fucking asshole.
You fucking moron.
Kid. Yeah. Like, oh, right. You know, but like,
they're like, but it's only Christmas Eve, or it's only Christmas Eve. It's like, what are you hearing? Just start freaking out. Or it's like it's the middle of summer.
Yeah, that's it. I spoke to Santa last night. What?
I know, Santa came into my room. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
oh yeah.
It was a burglar.
He gave me a special present.
said his name was Jimmy.
He's wearing a balaclava. Yeah.
Even what did you leave out for Santa and the reindeer?
Whiskey and
Whiskey.
Carrot cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a can, usually Guinness, but a can, a carrot, and usually like some like chocolate or a cookie or something. So yeah, what our fathers liked, obviously.
Yeah.
Rudolph got a lot of diabetes, reindeer diabetes. Anyway, Santa is sloshed by the third house. He wraps the sleigh around a tree.
Even our poor parents taking a bite out of a raw carrot, like, so what?
Hey, I like a good raw carrot.
Like, Kieran, I think we actually did a carrot one year, and then the next year they were like, "Oh, we heard that Rudolph now loves apples," which was a lot more palatable, like bite of an apple. But do you leave it? Do you do that shit, Kieran? Do you like take a chunk out of like fucking do like a raw potato this year or something?
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
I'm gonna tell Ollie that. I'm gonna be like, Ollie, I heard that Rudolph actually loves raw onions. Did you know that?
He eats them all. Yeah, no, we do, but it's usually like crumbling the cookie or something.
Yeah.
So that's a bit easier. But yeah, the carrots are there. But are you that against eating a raw carrot? I think they're quite nice.
I would. They're fine. I mean, I'd like to peel it or something first. You know.
Oh well.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, we just left out.
Yeah, Rudolph gets peeled carrots. Like, come on.
No, Rudolph. We were like, Rudolph's basically a horse. Like, Rudolph can eat this fucking mangy black carrot. Like, parents having to munch away on it.
Fuck me.
Just like we've just spent 500 fucking euro on presents, and we have to eat this muddy carrot.
I wonder how it would have worked back in the day when it would be like the house would be like a one room, like with eight kids in it, and that'd be it. Like everyone slept in the one room, and it was just four walls and a roof, like, and a fireplace.
I'd say there wasn't many presents.
That's a good fucking point, because that's when Santa fucking was invented. Was when people had two rooms in a house.
Yeah.
What were they thinking? Why didn't they just revolt against this idea?
That's it. Let's make our lives even more harder. It seems to be historically what people do. But yeah.
It's just a strange tradition anyway, Santa. The whole thing is odd. But then again, well, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, Christianity is a bit odd too. Like, we're all running around with this fucking Christian thing 2,000 years later after he was over in fucking Israel. Like, how did we end up getting it here?
Well, that's what I was going to kind of say, is that, like, I'm surprised that the church allowed it, really.
Exactly.
A figure like Santa to kind of like take everything away. Kids could have been like, oh my God, Jesus is coming. It's like, not this guy. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I mean, I guess it more became like the church piggybacking off the whole Santa thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you know,
True.
like if it wasn't for Christmas, we'd probably have ditched Catholicism long ago.
Oh my God, definitely. Like, I mean, this is the bribe.
Yeah.
To all the kids. It's like
Yeah.
Christmas. It's when Jesus was born, so you associate it with being fucking delighted. Oh, Jesus, yes. Fucking great. And then they fucking give you chocolate eggs at Easter and all this shit. Then, like,
That's true.
yeah,
Halloween.
Yeah.
All Hallows.
Exactly. Well, like, to get it, it's to bribe the kids. Like, here's chocolate, here's toys, all the shite
Yeah.
children like. They'd have
Bribe
been,
adults.
yeah,
Get like a week off work.
exactly. If fucking it had been there 2,000 years ago, the tradition we'd have today would be the birth of Jesus. Everyone has to play fucking Fortnite or Warzone, whatever.
Yeah. And when it comes to Christmas itself now, I think we spoke about like dinner last year, and I think we can again. But like when it comes to Christmas now, favorite Christmas song. There's a lot out there, but do you have any personal faves?
I like to Stop the Cavalry and that Pretenders song. What's it called again? Like 200 miles or something, or 2,000 miles. That's good. And
Is Stop the Cavalry the one where he's like, rub-a-dub-a-dum?
yeah,
I find that the creepiest of all
It is.
Christmas songs.
I know. I like it, and it's also really weirdly bleak. Like, it's about
Yes.
soldiers or whatever. And I don't even hate the Mariah Carey, because I know people go on about how much they hate it, but like, I never worked in retail, so I never had to hear these songs a million times over and over again. Whereas people who work in shop, like on fucking pennies or whatever, they hear these songs 20 times a day easy, and it would drive you fucking crazy, I'd say. But like, I never had that problem, so I don't even hate these hated Christmas songs.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I like the classics. Yeah, I think Mariah Carey is probably the best. Like, just in general, I think it's the catchiest. I think it's the most, like you said, unless you're working in retail, the most uplifting. It's like the real Christmas song. But I like holy shit, what's it called? Fairy Tale in New York.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And
Yeah.
Shakin' Stevens as well.
Okay, yes.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
What do you like so much about Fairy Tale of New York?
Say the word, Adrian. Say the word.
No, I think it's just a bit of a tune.
Yeah.
There's not much. There's once it gets going, it's class. The start is kind of iconic, and then you're into the little jig bit, and yeah, it's just a fucking bop.
I remember, like, every year there's the stuff about the F word and that, and whether or not to say it. And when I was younger, I was like, but
Yeah.
like, they're just characters in a song. It's like, that's just, it's not calling anyone that. It's, it's just in the song, and these are these characters, and they're insulting each other, and it's fine. And I was like agreeing with everyone who's like, it's ridiculous to censor this song, because it's just stupid. But then I started seeing just how seriously people clung to saying that word, and that they were so furious and foaming at the mouth about they had to keep this word. You can't get rid of this word. I was like, it's not a big deal, but like, yeah, I'd prefer to keep it the way it was. And eventually I started seeing how much people wanted it in the song, and that they they really want it in the song so that they can just scream it, and they make it a point to like be like, I'm gonna shout this word because I don't care about these PC police weirdos. I'm going to sing the song the way it was written, and I love saying this word. And I'm like, well, maybe the PC crowd do have a point then, if there's all these people who are so desperate to say these words that they really want to say it. Like, there's more to it than it being about changing a song. It's about they really want to say this word, and they want an excuse to say it so much.
Yeah. There's I can only imagine, because if we're referring to like similar situations where it would be sung around Christmas in like bars or pubs or whatever, there's the volume definitely increases for that one line.
I know,
With
exactly.
A bunch of lads just screaming it.
Exactly.
It's like, yes, we got a free pass. That is, it is a bit cringe. I don't think the kind of, because I'm not sure. I think the Pogues came out to defend it and say, well, it was a different time, and I kind of agree with that too. I don't think there's any like intent to offend at the time it was written and whatnot. But they did they agree to have it censored or not? I'm not sure, but it is. So I'm probably rightly so at this point now.
Yeah, and the other one, Baby It's Cold Outside, that's not played anymore either, is it?
Yeah,
I always
it's
thought that
true.
was weird.
Yeah.
Weird. So I have no problem with people getting rid of that. I was like, this is a fucking bizarre song. When I was 6, I'd be hearing the song. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. It's basically, I'm leaving. No, you're not. Sung
Exactly.
nicely. I'm actually really need to go. No, you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Grabbing your wrist.
But speaking of that kind of cancel culture, is it true that Michael Jackson isn't played on radios anymore? Is that true?
I
Oh, I
don't
don't
listen
know.
to radio.
Same.
I don't either. That's why I wouldn't know. But I
Wouldn't matter to me anyway.
just while we were chatting about it there, I got a flashback that a few years ago it was decided that Michael Jackson just wouldn't be played on radio anymore. And like, he was Chris Benoit, basically, from the radio.
He didn't kill the family and the dog, though, did he?
No, the dog.
Did Chris
I don't
Rock
think he
kill the dog?
He didn't kill the dog, did he?
You just have to add a little bit. Anytime Chris Benoit is mentioned, you have to add something to it. So, like, next time it's Chris Benoit killed the family, the dog, with a shotgun, something like that. You just got to keep adding to the
He ate
mystery
the
of it.
dog. Yeah.
The classic is that he crippler cross-faced his son to death. That's what I heard. I don't know if we could even keep this in. We're literally laughing about it, but like, the fucking shit that comes from it, like.
It's all in good taste.
Some Christmas at the Benoit household.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Just speaking of moving away from the music, but one thing I wanted to ask was a Christmas movie, right? I don't really care about Christmas movies, and I don't really even, everyone loves watching movies on Christmas Day. I always just play PlayStation. But this debate of Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And I even think I know what you guys are going to say. Do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Yes, and I always have.
Okay,
Yeah, I agree. Also, just because the first 15 minutes is him going home for Christmas, and it's like throughout where he's just like, "Fuck it, I've got to kill them all to go have Christmas."
I don't understand the argument that it's not a Christmas movie. If it's only because people think that a Christmas movie has to be family friendly, even though fucking Die Hard is family friendly. But
all he's doing is trying to get through this shit for his
it's
family.
all about
for Christmas.
reconnecting to his wife and kids. It's all about like all these other Christmas movies, like fucking Jingle All the Way. It's like, oh, I've lost touch with my kid, or I've lost touch with my family, or whatever. I need to, work out all my personal problems, and I need to prove that I still a big family man, and we can all be happy together. That's exactly what fucking happens in Die Hard.
I'll be honest. I've never seen Die Hard straight through.
Oh my!
Well, this is the other thing. I knew you'd say that. Why is that a big deal? Is it like
Because do you know what, if you'd said I've not seen Die Hard, I would have been like, oh, that's a big shame. But like,
Yeah,
all the way through,
that's
way
true.
through. It's like, what, did you just turn it off? Did you
I
have to
don't-
catch a bus?
It's like, oh,
I
he's not
don't-
getting out of this one. Turn it on.
I don't think I ever started it and didn't finish it, but I think I've probably turned on and been like, this is Bruce Willis, so it's probably Die Hard, but I'm not really invested in it right now, so you
Well,
know.
you should. Maybe not Christmas Day, but you should give it a
I
watch
don't
this
know.
year.
Yeah.
You
To
should.
me, a Christmas movie is a movie that I can only stand to watch at Christmas. Like, I want to save it for Christmas. So, like, I couldn't watch Die Hard in July, even though it was released in the middle of summer when it came out, which is a funny thing. But I couldn't watch Die Hard any time of the year other than Christmas. But then there are movies set at Christmas, like Eyes Wide Shut. I don't know, you probably haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut, but like that movie is set at Christmas time, but I never think of it as a Christmas movie because it's not what I don't have to save it for Christmas. I can watch that any time. But Die Hard is a Christmas movie to me. And I don't know why there's any controversy about it at all. I really don't understand.
Maybe because it was released in July, so it clearly wasn't meant to appeal to a Christmas audience.
Yeah, but who cares?
You can't just and it's gone.
I mean,
Who cares?
It's like, is it a Christmas movie now? Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I haven't seen it, so I can't even argue. But
I think as well, and again, people
Great
don't
Escape
really...
is a fucking Christmas movie. When was that
It
released?
is.
That has nothing to do with Christmas. That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but it's all the good things you want at Christmas, though, isn't it?
Do you know what? I've never seen it.
Escaping football. I've seen it, but not all the way through.
that's horrendous.
Yeah.
No,
I haven't either.
I'd watch the Harry Potter movies.
No.
On Christmas Day, you watch Harry Potter?
Well, I don't watch any movies on Christmas Day, but like what I'd see as a Christmas movie, and like in the lead up to it would be the Harry Potter ones, just because the first 2 or 3 are around Christmas, and they were all released up until the last few at Christmas.
I would say the first 2 are fine as Christmas movies. The rest, I watched them for the first time this year, like all of them, and they got grey and dark in the third one. And they stayed grey and dark for the next, 7 more movies. And it was so tedious how moody and gloomy these movies were. And it's just all shot in the dark and in shadows. Compared to the first 2, where it's these kids going around, we have to get the school books, we have to get the wand or whatever. And it's all the classes like, I have to go do my potions class or whatever. And there's a bit of whimsy to it, a bit of wonder and a bit of adventure, whereas the other ones it's just like, and now we've got this big list of characters we've introduced you to, and we're going to kill them off one by one, and you have to feel bad about it because you have to, oh my god, it's such a tragedy. And then we're going to introduce more characters, and they're all going to kiss each other, and then they're all going to die.
It's like every film, though, right?
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, Jesus.
But
you've been writing the summary.
I have no problem with them eventually turning darker as they got older, but it happens so early. It happens after 2 movies, and it never changes. The mood's the same, and it's they're just so tedious. I couldn't tell one from the other after the third one. The third one through to the 8th or 9th or whatever it is, they're all the same to me.
But I think we even said this on this podcast at some point, that the Harry Potter movies really just grew with the kids that were watching it. So it's 9 and 10-year-olds at the start, so it's got that little bit of wonder and stuff, and then it just goes into teenage angst 2 years later, and it just stays there because they were just moody teenagers watching it that related. I mean, that's probably the reason it was just a constant success. Which is bollocks, really. But
moody teenagers are the fucking biggest idiots on the planet. Them and old people.
Oh,
Young
okay.
people and old people. Fucking idiots, the whole lot of them. We should put them all on a rocket together and send them into space.
I hear Santa has a gulag for them. Maybe we put them there.
Anyone older than 30 and anyone younger than 29, just fucking forget it.
Shit.
Younger than 29. 26-year-old idiots.
Fucking clowns, the whole load of them. Like,
Yeah. Like, what do you look forward to the most at Christmas dinner? Like, do you have any like weird foods, or what's the first thing you go for on the plate?
I love stuffing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Even though it's the
stuffing's
most
good.
cheap, basic fucking thing, it's just breadcrumbs with a bit of butter, some onion, and like maybe a herb like sage. But fuck me, I could eat a mountain of it. And the gravy and the way it complements everything on the plate. Like I could take
Yes.
a little bit of stuffing with any bite on the plate, and oh my god, just thinking about the stuffing right now makes me wish I had a big plate of stuffing right in front of me.
I don't like stuffing. I just don't like it.
What do you like about it? Like, that's not. Yeah, sorry, that sounded a bit abrupt. Like, what do
No,
you
I
like
thought-
about it?
I
Leave
actually
our
thought,
stuffing alone.
I actually thought you said, "What do you like about it?"
Yeah,
So
that's
I
that's
thought-
what you said.
Did I? All right. What don't you like about stuffing, Adrian?
I don't. Well, I don't like onions for a start. So
Ah.
that's one thing.
I
But
don't like
also-
breadcrumbs.
Yeah, but I also don't like. Even I've had stuffing, loads of stuffing that isn't very onion heavy, and it's just I don't know. It's like the fucking. It's the flavor. It's the sage or the rosemary or the whatever is in it. I'm just like this. I could do without this. Just give me potatoes. Just give me potatoes. Just give me the fucking potatoes with gravy and too much salt. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's fair. Good. Yeah, spuds will make or break any meal really, but especially Christmas dinner.
Mm.
If you have
Do you
bad
have mashed?
spuds,
Do you have mashed potato on Christmas?
no.
No, we
No.
don't either.
But people do, right? Like my nan used to always like it's like roast on Sundays too. Like you'd have an assortment of potatoes. You could tell she was Irish because it would be like
Yeah.
roast, there'd be mash, and then there would be like mash and carrots. Like mashed, both of them mashed. Yeah, just 3 types of potatoes.
Yeah.
Probably too much, but really, maybe not enough.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, roast is top tier. Mash is there if you want to change, but like anything more than that is excessive. It's the veg. The veg. I don't care what anyone says. The veg is just there because it has to be, right? So
No.
I don't give a shit if it's carrots or parsnips or broccoli. I don't think I've ever had broccoli on Christmas. Or Brussels sprouts, like they're fine. I don't mind them. I don't particularly like them.
What about
just-
red cabbage?
Yeah, red cabbage is good, but I've never had it Christmas Day.
Same.
Oh, really? We'd always have it.
Yeah.
You put in effort, yeah.
But see, there's no. Every Christmas dinner is unique. Every family has a different way of doing the same meal. So yours is red cabbage, Flynn.
I guess so. A bit of apple in there as well. In the red cabbage. Oh, no.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
Geez, that's bougie now.
Yeah,
That's
this is
bougie.
fruity now.
It's not. It's not. You guys. You guys are out of touch with the working class here. This is such a standard thing.
Apple
Every-
is-
I
Apple's
guarantee
solid middle class, Flynn. Come
you
on.
are
guarantee
definitely
it's not.
you are the only person in the entire Barry Row parish
No,
having
no,
apple
not a
and
fucking hope.
red cabbage for
You don't know what
Christmas
you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a country food for country people.
Day. Irrelevant.
We live off
Why
the
are
land.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
You've had enough time now. You've had enough time now. It happened.
Hey.
I did it. Yeah, because just speaking of the traditions, Kieran, remember that you spent Christmas at mine one time and you had those sausage balls. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, game changer.
Yes. Oh, on the menu this year too. If you would so like to have some.
Sign me up for a fucking dozen.
Oh yeah, they're coming
Well,
to you.
but you know what I'm like
What
with
are
the
they?
onions. Yeah, sorry.
course.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, so like, again, this is probably my weird family thing, but it's like basically sausage meat mixed with stuffing to make sausage balls. It's just like it's basically even meatier stuffing, but you make them in like this kind of round balls kind of things, and you can mix and match what the kind of herbs and the ingredients are. Sometimes I like to throw in a few chestnuts naturally because it's Christmas, roasted chestnuts. Um, yeah, you just throw them in the oven. They go really well with gravy. Like they're just unreal with gravy on the
Mm.
plate.
You're
It's just
talking about me.
it's like it's like a little
cabbage.
salty, it's like a little salty meaty element to the Christmas dinner that you didn't really realize was missing. Oh well,
Yeah.
I mean there is ham,
You-
but you know.
You just told me that you only eat fucking salty, meaty things at Christmas dinner.
I know, but yeah, I mean you can have whatever you want on Christmas Day. It's fine.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, I'm just having like tequila with salt.
Mm,
Do you
nice.
remember the was it mimosas?
Mimosas, yeah.
Oh,
Me and Kieran got absolutely smashed on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
And the next morning, my mother was like, "I've got a treat for you this morning. We're having mimosas," which is like fucking champagne. And
Yeah.
we were both like absolutely hanging. It was like
Yeah,
horrific.
yeah. I had them for the
Ah.
first time in London maybe 3 years ago. I didn't even know they were alcoholic because they were being served with like breakfast or brunch or whatever the fuck we were getting. We were in some cafe and people were always with, oh, we'll get some mimosas. And I just thought they were like kind of sparkling orange juice. No, sure.
Yeah.
I was knocking back 4 or 5 of them. Like, and at the end, they were like a fiver each. Fuck it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, YOLO, I guess.
Yeah, it was grand.
Yeah, yeah. It was all worth it in the end.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
they are nice. Yeah, but oh man, they say like you gotta have a drink to kind of get the back of the hangover gone. But I don't know.
The
As
hair of
lovely
the
as
dog.
they were, yeah, as lovely as they were, like that was not the best thing to have that Christmas morning.
Yeah.
But
Has
look,
has anyone tried eggnog actually?
Never.
no.
No, me neither. I'm really curious about it. Like I'd love to try it because it's such a thing in like the States that it can't be that bad. Like it sounds fucking horrendous. It sounds just like egg and vodka or something. Genuinely. Like
Yeah, it always reminds me of Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Christmas. There's that scene where he's like doesn't get his raise and he's like literally scooping it out of the big bowl and he's downing it. I don't know. It just looks like pancake batter before it becomes a pancake.
yeah, it does. Yeah, I might try and get some this Christmas because I'm sure like my brother must have had it, so he must be able to say whether it's worth it or not. I don't know. No, I just thought one of you might be able to say yeah, it's rotten or yeah, it's class. So
How are you for mulled wine?
no.
Yeah, it's not the worst. It's actually it's an alternative to like a hot toddy, isn't it? Really, same sort of vibe.
Yeah. Like, I can tolerate it once a year. Like, 1 glass a year, I'm like, that's nice. But anything more than 1 glass a year, I'd probably be like, oh, disgusting.
Mm.
Yeah,
I don't like when hot drinks go like lukewarm. I can't fucking stand it. So like I have to drink coffee quite quick. So it's the same with like a hot whiskey or mulled wine. Like if I have mulled wine in my hand for 5 minutes, I'm like, ugh, I'm just suffering it then.
I always remember with mulled wine when I used to work in like hospitality. It was always like a thing that you'd make with like the cheap wine, but it would just make the place smell
Oh, yeah.
really nice. But it would make me sleepy, always sleepy. It's just not good at the start of your shift.
No.
So I drank some, and here we are.
Yeah, that's it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
what's the other one that's like that? Fuck,
Sherry.
No.
Randy.
Oh, Baileys, like
Oh, yeah.
people drinking glasses of Baileys on Christmas. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
another thing that no one does at any other time of the year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like,
We properly go ham, or we used to go ham on the old
Mm.
Baileys. Baileys cream, pouring cream, whipped cream.
Yeah. Do you know what
Baileys.
I've been having lately is Bailey's in a cup of tea.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
never would have gone for it, but I like it a lot.
I like
was
it. I
like-
liked it in a coffee. Yeah, it's quite good.
But have you ever tried it in a cup of tea?
No.
I'd never tried it either, and it tastes great.
in what context do you have that?
I just make a cup of tea, and instead of putting milk, I'd put in like a shot of Bailey's.
For like your afternoon tea?
Breakfast.
Maybe like on a weekend.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that.
You couldn't be having it in a fucking morning tea and drive. No.
Can you imagine? Yeah, but should
That's what I was thinking. Like, are you like at someone's house and they're like, "Do you take tea?" You're like, "No, just a shot of Baileys."
Give me some of your alcohol. Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have
yeah,
Baileys.
take
It's
sugar.
fine. Vodka, sambuca, anything. I just need a shot with my tea.
Mm.
Actually,
That's-
forget the tea. I'll just take the bottle.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope. It's like going from 1 sugar to 2 sugar. It's like, no, I'll have 2 Baileys with my tea. I'll have fucking.
Flynn with this like fucking liter beaker of tea with
Yeah.
Baileys.
Just
50-50.
dipping a tea bag into his Baileys. Like,
Mm. I'd give it a try.
Yeah, no, I will definitely pass on that recommendation because it is really good in coffee. Yeah, it's lovely in coffee. I guess that's an Irish. No, Irish coffee's with whiskey.
No, I think it's all the same because like Bailey's was created because the company in the 70s they produced whiskey and they produced dairy products and they were like, we've got extra stock, or like, and we need to do something with it. Let's just mix whiskey and dairy stuff together and sell it as some kind of traditional Irish product. They just pulled it out of their arse, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this tastes amazing!"
It's like the fucking how the Powerpuff Girls were made. It's like, oh shit, we spilt the dairy in the whiskey.
Exactly, pretty good.
Yeah, let's just mop this up and sell it to people that know no different.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
have you
Yeah, I do
noticed
like-
that,
I like
that
Baileys.
anywhere else but Ireland, Baileys is always called Baileys Irish Cream?
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
true.
fucking irritating. Like, what else is Baileys? Why do you have to say Baileys Irish Cream? In the context that you're
No,
speaking,
it's good, I think, because it makes these foreigners associate it with Ireland. And if they were just calling it Bailey's, then they might just think, oh, that's from fucking Saskatchewan or Tennessee or something. But when they think Ireland makes this product, it's a good association for us.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just think it's fucking Yanks. It's Yanks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And actually no, I think I had this conversation with someone else, not us. Like selection boxes at Christmas. Like, what's the go-to?
I I was just saying to someone there recently was I've never had an advent calendar in my life, and so like chocolates at Christmas and that kind of stuff has never been a big thing for me. But a selection box, I don't know, fucking Lint, I don't know, Kinder.
Or
Uh,
like the, what do they call them? Like Roses or Quality Street.
Oh, the
or
boxes.
Celebration.
That's what I was
sorry.
thinking when you said, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
they're not called selection boxes though. Selection boxes are the ones where you get like Cadbury's and it gives
Yeah.
you like 8 Cadbury's products. But yeah, no, whatever they are.
Oh, yes, celebrations.
Yeah, I actually think Quality Street. Not many people think that. They think they're bottom tier, but I think they've got the nicest ones, but they've also got probably the worst ones, if that makes sense. Like the little toffee penny. Oh, so good. The purple one, the triangle. They've another toffee one, I think, like a caramel barrel. Oh my god, they're all so fucking good.
That's true.
And then like roses are fine, but then you're left with like the shitty orange one, the shitty whole nut one, whatever it's called. Oh god. And what's the other one? Like heroes. Heroes are the worst. Heroes are just the worst. Forget them. Celebrations are pretty good, but again, you're left with the bounties. And
Sorry, bounties are.
oh, don't.
Yep.
I fucking love Bounty.
Yeah,
What
bounties
the
are
fuck is going on?
Yeah, they're unreal. They're the best
top tier.
there, and I love how people hate them because it just means more for me.
Yeah, like
Well-
I see people like rating fucking like Milky Way over him. It's like, oh, sorry, when are we 4? Are we 5 years
I know,
old still?
I know.
Have some class in your
Yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut and chocolate isn't good. There.
That's a
Coconut,
lie.
coconut and anything is great.
That's
Coconut
not true.
coconut was grown to complement chocolate. Everyone knows that.
And Thai curries.
It's a very indecisive god.
Listen, you can both come over to my place and hoover up the
Yes,
coconut.
I will. I
the
would love
fucking
to.
bounties, because celebrations is top tier if you get rid of that. And even Mars is like, meh, you know, a little Mars bar is fucking meh enough, really.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
Bounty is the worst. But then they do have the best ones like Galaxy and the Galaxy Truffle
Malteser.
one and the Malteser and
Yeah,
Milky
Malteser
Way.
one.
Yeah, so many good ones. But on balance, I'm going to say Quality Street.
Okay. What about like roses? Like they never seem to get any love anymore. Are they like an older generation's like fancy chocolate that aren't really fancy anymore?
I'd say they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice on Cork City Golden Days, them posting about big tins of sweet boxes or whatever? And
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, take me back. And like, oh, much bigger back then. It's like the shit that went into them. They all tasted the same. They were made out of fucking sawdust and chewing gum or whatever the fuck. And they were rotten. All these old sweets were fucking disgusting. They all tasted the same. And they got a big box of them because like it was like cattle feed. You'd get like a kilo for a penny.
Yeah, and like it's not even like it's recent, very very recent history. It's like you see that so often where it's just like, oh geez, they used to be bigger. Wagon wheels used to be bigger. It's like, yeah, the sugar tax has been like crazy in the past few years. Of course, things are going to get smaller.
Yeah.
There's the sugar in them. They were bulked up in processed sugar.
Yeah.
You cut the sugar out. It's healthier for you, and you're paying the same for it. But anyway, those fucking idiots. I'm so glad I'm out that group. I'm not. I wish I was in it still. Fuck's sake.
It's died down. I don't think people are as active on it, really.
Because yeah, life of the party's gone. That's why.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You flew too close to the sun, though, you know?
I did. The glue
was-
came off my wings.
It was always
They-
going to happen.
I noticed that lately, like David Doherty and these lads, they're reposting the same pictures they'd post last week. The same thing. Like today, a big picture of Cork in the 70s, Christmas lights or something. And everyone's like, great memories, great memories, great memories, again and again and again. I'm like, are you talking about like the last time he posted it?
Yeah, I must get active on it now. I'll throw some shit in.
Yeah.
I love getting likes on ridiculous comments where like people like obviously agree with what you said. Like they're fucking. I got like 5 or 6 likes there on a comment where I was like, yeah, I remember the days when we would get butter from the butter museum, big globs of butter every day, and we'd eat butter all day, and I'd have butter on the bread, not like today with burritos. Oh God, other mad things like burritos. Just take me back, God. Please take me back to the butter. And everyone liking it.
They are a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, there.
And that's the end of that. I have some Christmassy football things. I know we've gone on. Reminder to everyone: this is a football podcast, but it's nice to talk about different things sometimes. The first ever game was played on Christmas. Sheffield FC against Hallam. That was on Stephen's Day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean the first ever game? What does that mean?
First ever football association game. First
Oh,
ever
okay.
time they agreed to have a game and play it in the
Okay.
rules that we play it now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. I mean, great times, and big Christmas is a big day, big time of year for Arsenal as well, Flynn. I'm sure you know why.
I do.
Yep. 1886.
Yeah,
Changed from Woolwich Arsenal to Arsenal.
great memories.
Fond memories.
Speaking of Arsenal, can I just double check? Did Aubameyang, it was his disciplinary thing because he fucked off to Barcelona to get a tattoo?
I don't know what the reason was, but if that's what you've heard, I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I
I heard he missed training for a tattoo.
I heard different. I heard he got it because he liked Ronaldo's fucking picture celebrating after beating Arsenal.
Look, we have to find a new captain again.
Jesus.
Give it back to Xhaka. Xhaka
That's a
is the captain again.
It's a second disciplinary thing, isn't it?
I know this season. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Sure, only another 2 years.
That's it. And he can go off to Fenerbahce then.
How does this happen all the time?
every time,
Anyway,
That's why they're slow to give Salah a new contract, because they don't want a 33-year-old Salah on 500k and he's just fucking off to Barcelona to get tattoos.
I mean, I don't know. Would you even put like Salah's always been level-headed. Aubameyang's always been a bit,
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's a tricky one, but I can see why I can understand their trepidation. That's all.
Yeah, Damien Delaney says that Liverpool absolutely dig their heels in and don't pay him what he wants because it will set a bad precedent and it will ruin the framework that Liverpool have built in previous years.
Man, what's the name of that channel?
Yeah,
Premier Sport. Premier Sport is the biggest joke on TV.
It's
a
so bad.
fucking joke. Oh, the presenter is always trying to be like funny and like going off script, and it just comes across real fucking amateurish. I mean, says us like, but we're not on Premier Sport like charging money. You know, it's cringe. It's so bad. I can't remember the joke he said today, but the one he said before was like, "Oh, stay tuned for the highlights. Match of the day is on way too late. Don't bother with that. Stay with us." I was like, "Oh, that's so shit." Like,
what was it for? It was for the Liverpool game that they were doing today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, is it Gary Breen that's the co-commentator? I think it is. I think that's what Malik said.
yeah, that's what I heard.
How many? Like, the game is 90 minutes long. I think every minute until Jota came on, he said, "Oh, sure, if Jota wasn't on the pitch, he'd be getting on the end of that." I mean, fuck, he wouldn't. Like, the guy doesn't score 4 goals a game. Like, there was just aimless crosses being sent in the box, and then it'd be cleared out, and it'd be like, Liverpool are missing Jota. It's like, he was injured. Oh, it's actually infuriating TV. It ruined what was quite a good game.
And you're there watching like the analysis by that clueless host Kenny Cunningham, who fucking, I think he said the physical he got the word physicality wrong. He got that word wrong, and I can't even think of what he said. The physicalness or something.
he had to go out of his way to get that one wrong.
Oh, ridiculously wrong, like. And the fucking other numpty, what's his name? Damien Delaney. The two of them, like, they haven't a fucking clue between them.
No.
Even the brain cell between them.
And I don't know if you've seen the Palace documentary, but Damien Delaney don't half think highly of himself. He really, like, when they do like the kind of like slow-mo shots and the action shots between like segments where it's like going to that person to speak about. It's like a Netflix and Amazon thing when they have the documentaries. Oh my, was he flexing? Was he like posing for it as well? Like he was really enjoying a camera like around him. It was odd.
Yeah, I believe it. I've heard him give analysis on News Talk, and he honestly, the guys on News Talk are the same. They're like, amazing insight from former Premier League footballer Damien Delaney, and like, it's trash. It's fucking like there was one time he was saying, they asked him, how do you play against Liverpool, and his advice was, you sit back and you defend, and you wait for Matip to get the ball, and then you hound him, and you win the ball back, and you win it high up the pitch and score from Matip. But until Matip gets the ball, you sit back. That was his approach to beating Liverpool. That was the only way he could say you could beat Liverpool. I've never seen Liverpool concede a goal like that. It was just trash. Like, it was nonsense.
He's probably never beaten Liverpool in his career either. Actually, no.
Well,
no.
He actually probably has, yeah.
Yeah. The 3-3 for sure, because he scored in that game. So maybe that's what he did in that game. He waited for Matip to lose the ball at a completely different club and then just smashed it top bins.
Yeah. But like, they were like, what about, how'd you deal with Alexander Arnold? He's like, he's too good, you leave him have the ball. What the fuck are you on about? Like, what about Salah? Well, there's nothing you can do, you just have to hope for the best. But when Matip gets the ball, that's when you strike. What the fuck are you on about? Yeah. So leave 10 players play, except for just hound Matip.
Don't listen to people, pundits, ever. Like, just ignore them, mute them, give them nothing at all, except us.
Yeah. Subscribe and like
and subscribe.
Yeah, I have a PayPal.
Yeah, our Patreon has 3 tiers. Tier 1 is this podcast. Tier 2, we'll let you know if anyone ever signs up.
And yeah, tier 3, you get a letter from Adrian.
You get Adrian's fucking can.
I'll do a Santa letter for you.
Yeah. Have you been a good boy? Yeah.
Adrian will explain to your child all the concepts of Christmas.
I'll come in your keyhole.
I was glad you said keyhole. That could have gone way different.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, got you covered. Got vetted, baby.
Yeah.
Get vetted.
I am. Sure, we probably all are at this stage.
Oh, yeah.
Not for a while.
Yeah.
But nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Oh, yeah, sure. Off you go.
Off we go. Yeah. So, do you know, I was thinking as well, with it being 2 weeks till Christmas now, we're not going to record in 2 weeks. It's New Year's after that, so it is probably going to be a month we're going to break after this podcast. Have ourselves a reset, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Come on, Arsenal.
Yep.
That is. Please.
Yeah, so that's it. So this is the last one of 2021.
Jesus, yeah, it is. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
May all your Christmases come true.
May all your Christmases.
I've been drinking Bailey's tea all day. I know your Christmas is my Christmas.
Yeah. Well, hopefully by the time we're back, Liverpool are still fighting for that title, and all the other football stuff is irrelevant to me.
Yeah. I think as much as I'd hate to admit it, there's a really good 3-way battle going on, but one of those teams will drop out over the festive period. They always do.
Gee, I wonder which.
It's going to be Chelsea.
They are shocking, and United are shocking as well.
Yeah. Chelsea have basically gotten real rub of the green recently. And United, I don't know about this fucking revolution anyway. It's failing. It's like the Wexford rebellion. Yeah.
He should walk before he's pushed. Like, Jesus, the damage he is doing to United.
It's just the excitement around beating Norwich. And who did they beat before that?
They drew.
Oh, Palace, sorry. Yeah, but Palace are on like a fucking 10-game losing streak. They're like, come on, United. Like, get a grip.
Yeah, but it's only like scraping 1-0s. And the players are still crap.
Yeah.
They're shocking.
They're
penalties.
fucked.
They're a shocking club, like, in general.
I'd rather watch sweet corn boiling, to be honest, than Man United. Pick that one out.
Yeah, you often have to pick sweet corn out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure how things will go down now in the next few weeks, but they're coming thick and fast. Fantasy's good. I'm enjoying fantasy football. It's getting a bit mad, but our draft is good.
It is, yeah, great. Except Tom's just running away with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's part of me that's just like, geez, maybe this is the way. But no, it's not. It can't be. You can't keep just picking the same 4 defenders and them getting a clean sheet each week.
Tom is like 80 points ahead. That's a lot.
Yeah, fair play to him though. I mean, he's put the work in. It's paid off.
I can't believe how bad Harry Kane is at football this year. It's ridiculous. I gave the sun, moon, and stars for him.
Yeah, you really went all in on Spurs, and then they all got COVID.
Cancelled game.
And snow.
Anyway.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck it.
may the road rise to meet us all.
Yeah,
Yes.
it would be grand.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for listening to everything in 2021 from the Put 'em Under Pressure podcast. And we'll see you next year.
Yeah, hopefully, if we're alive.
Hopefully, yeah, that's it. That turkey might not be cooked, and here we are.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
You've been listening to the Put 'em Under Pressure podcast. For more of our content, make sure that you follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook. Outro music.